Hello everyone, how's it going? It's Shabir from Velo City and welcome to Touhou Wednesday. Guys, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining by. I appreciate y'all big time. Alright, hello there. Icarus, hello. Krim, hello. Zekrom, hello. Carol, hello. Theodore, hello. Dash, hello. Kenzo, hello. Kuro, hello. Yeah, it's too hot. It is so hot. To my European friends out there, man. And, oh, Zekrom, thank you very much, man. Thank you. Alright. Space Marine, how's it going? Welcome. Kagare, hello. Rick, hello. Welcome. Oh, Krim, unfortunately, the tournament stream I participated in at Touhou M-1 Grand Prix come due to internet troubles. I was hoping to upload those for today, but it would be slideshow with my voice. Oh, no! I'm so sorry to hear that, man. You know what? It looks like the Ian curse strikes us no matter where we may be. Oh, man. No worries, Kagero. It's all good, man. It's all good. Guys, I do apologize in advance. We have some reading to do today, but my voice is, well, it's not really my voice that's peckoed. It's the weather that's peckoed, which is peckoing my voice. So, just bear with me if I seem a little low energy today. Yeah, goddamn, it's 36 outside right now, man. But I'm so grateful. I can't complain too much because I actually have air conditioning in my studio, so I can't complain. But, oh, God. Oh, where did the double spoiler go? Oh, you're correct. Don't worry, Duxless. The goal is always up on our sponsor anyway. I will add it to the stream. Where is it? Double spoiler. Hold on. There it is. I can put it over here. Fan on the right and AC on the left. Sitting in the blast zone. Yo, take it easy, man. Take it easy. Yo, dude, I'm not gonna lie, Kuro. I got this aircon flipping 2020, I think so. When everyone was like laughing at people getting air conditioning, right? The 5% of the UK population getting air conditioning, everyone was like, why are you getting air conditioning, man? We get like 30-degree weather once a year. But bruh, I'm not gonna lie, investment of a lifetime. It's paid off in dividends now, because I wouldn't be able to stream without my air conditioning. I literally wouldn't be able to do that. So I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm telling you, man. Like I'm very privileged. I'm lucky and privileged to have gotten it way back in the day, man. Because it is expensive now. It's expensive now, is all I've heard. But yeah. All right. Oh yeah. Oh, Krim, I was gonna ask if there's local recordings. Love that. But all right, guys. The agenda for today, we have the playlist. Obviously, we have clips, we have music. Before that, we actually have some light reading to do. We've got some light reading to do. This is going to be Curiosities of Lotus Asia Part 1. Thank you very much, Krim, for organizing all of the text for me. I appreciate it big time. I think I managed to make it look like a nice little story. Look at this, man. Yo, got the cover art and everything. It's good. I'm looking forward to reading it, man. All right. Hello there, Weege. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Welcome. As always, guys, if you haven't already, be sure to follow our Twitch channel as well, because that is exactly where we're going to be heading over for music. And be sure to follow our VOD channel too, because that is... when was the last... recently, actually. We actually did some reading recently. I think it was a couple of weeks ago, but it was already on... The pages were already established. It was the Marissa's encyclopedia, her book essentially. We did that quite recently, but we haven't had like a novel one like this in a while. It was only like a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? Yeah, the grimoire, of course, yeah. Here you go, guys. And right after this, we are going to be checking out Sora's 3D Live. So if anyone is interested in HoloLive, be sure to stick around. Me and Asa are going to be doing that. Holo Spotlight. That has taken a while. It's been a long time since we've done a Holo Spotlight. This will be a chance to finally meet our token male Touhou character, Rinosuke. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Okay. Oh, Krim, I forgot to ask. Do we have a playlist for this? Hit me up with a music playlist. Even if it's one of the older ones, I'd appreciate you sending the link again. Alright. Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to either of those, man. Alright. Guys, I'm excited, man. So for this one, we are going to be reading up to chapter 9 today. No worries, Krim. Thank you. He totally doesn't look anything like this. Yo, I respect it. I respect the hell out of that, man. Yo, if Zin wants to put himself in Touhou, he absolutely can, man. Alright, it's gonna be good. So we're going through chapters 1 to 9 today, and then we'll do it in batches of 3, well, batches of 9 essentially. And I've heard there's a part 2 as well, so I'm looking forward to that. Oh, lovely. Let me grab this. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, just gonna go through all of them, yeah? Alright. Guys, without further ado, shall we get started? Here we go. Let's do it. Alright. Guys, hope you're ready for some light reading. Let's go. Rightio, this is Curiosities of Lotus Asia, Part 1. Alright. Oh, beautiful. What a track, man. Alright. The value of paper decreased, becoming plentiful in Gensokyo. The history of Gensokyo was born the moment I began writing this book. So from Ryunosuke's POV, yeah? Hey, Ryunosuke Morichika. Gensokyo, covered in a wintry blanket of silver. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me, can I? Oh, okay. That stuff isn't affected by the, alright, sure. Can I zoom this way? Oh yeah, I can do that. There we go. That's better. Ryunosuke, the owner of Korindo Curio Shop, received that day yet another visit from a certain shrine maiden. As she asked the man to mend her clothes, he would find his attention sharply drawn to the 3 volumes in her possession. An original story based on the Touhou series, starting now. Right. Got you. Gensokyo. Oh! Rick, thank you very much, man. Appreciate you big time. Thank you. Rightio. Gensokyo Shrine Maiden and the 15 fascinating volumes. First off, Gensokyo... Oh, hold on. Let me make that a bit smaller, man. Oh, Dash! Thank you very much. Thank you. Gensokyo shines with silver in the early afternoon. Pristine white snow falls gently and silently to the earth, turning the land into a fantastical dreamscape. All that could be heard were faint cries like the shrieks of yokai. Not a footprint can be found in the fresh powder that covered the road. Humans do not often come this far. At the end of this unmarked path, there may be found a mysterious shop whose proprietor may often be found warming himself by his stove from the outside world, reading some incomprehensible book. He always seems to have plenty of time to put this on his hands. Within the shop may be found numerous articles from the outside world. Although Gensokyo is frozen in what the outside world would call the Meiji era, many items from later time may be found here. The purpose of most of these items are unknown. On the store signs are the characters Korindo. This is the place of Korindo Curio Shop. Mr. Ryunosuke, seems you have a first visitor in a long time. I wanted to continue reading, but they said the customer is gone. I couldn't pretend to be. You're in there, aren't you? The goddess dressed in red had no... Goddess dressed in red? Oh, Rainbow! Yo, calling Rainbow a goddess? Eh, respect. The goddess dressed in red had no need to bother preventing my potential ruse as she was already behind me. Oh, it's just you, Rainbow. Don't I always tell you not to just walk into my living room uninvited? Forget that, just listen to me. I ran into a bit of trouble, so this is her. The girl in red before my eyes who doesn't listen to a word anyone says. Her name is Reimu Hakare. She's the only shrine maiden in Gensokyo. But from her actions, one would doubt whether she's truly a shrine maiden or not. Pardon the introduction, but I'm Ryunosuke Morichika. I'd run this antique store. As Reimu brushed the snow off her shoulders, she started chattering away. Right, got you. Alright, that's helpful, Krim. I do appreciate that. I went out to the village to shop today. For what? I was running out of tea, so I figured I should buy some before the lack of tea gets bad enough to kill me. Well, I won't die, but hey, are you listening to me? You don't listen to me, so I'm not listening to you, is what I wanted to say, but yeah, I'm listening, is what came out. I love the writing here. But you know, there wasn't any good tea. Oh, this doesn't have anything to do with it, but the traveler's guardian deity. Oh my god, traveler? Guardian? What are we, in some kind of destiny? Deity in the village was completely covered in snow. I mean, who the heck was in charge of the umbrella? Wait, which god was it anyway? Well, it looks like if I don't give her a little push in the right direction, the conversation will diverge off into discussing the first emperor of Japan. The god of harm, who prevents catastrophe from occurring in the village, said you ran into trouble, so what happened? Well, I finished shopping without anything really happening. Huh? But then on the way back, a yokai was just sitting there minding its own business, and it was enjoying a book too. I tried to say, isn't that alright? It's not a big deal, but I was ignored. I tried to exterminate with the surprise attack, but it retaliated. It was pretty cocky and kind of strong. I let my guard down, so I didn't expect shots to come from behind. One can only think that the yokai was the unfortunate one. Oh, thank you, Kenzo. All right. Yes. Correct. I just need to finalize that. Yeah, the pricing rule. Thank you, man. I do appreciate that. All right. I let my guard down. Sorry. One can only think that the yokai was the unfortunate one, but I wonder what happened. If she was the only one who did the surprise attack, yet let her guard down. Mr. Rinosuke, are you listening? Yeah, I'm not. Well, anyway, I beat the stuffing out of it and then came here, seeing that no matter how I replied, I'd get the same response. Reimu turned her back to me and said, see? And popped her cheeks. And I just got this skirt too. That's quite a tear. I see very well why you want me to fix it. Right now. Exactly, Krim. Yes, ma'am. Reimu seemed cold, so I made space for one more beside the stove. I can't possibly mend it that fast. Just sit here for footsteps. I'll just borrow these clothes and change, so hold on a bit. Gone, she walked right into the back of the store again. She truly is an audacious one. It's wow, okay. That yokai's got a name. Sheesh. I headed back to my seat and decided to continue reading my book, but my stretched out hand grasped nothing but air. The book was floating above. What you reading, Corin? Asgari Marisa, right? A black shadow spoke. I had a bad feeling about her showing up ever since my teacup went missing, but this morning. Hey, I always say this, but don't just waltz in, that's it. Every single one of them. The girl in black before my eyes is Marisa Kirisame, a magician whose speech is a little unique. She gets along well with Reimu. She's a frequent visitor to the store, but I can never tell if she has any business or not. What are you here for today, Marisa? I don't really get this book. Oh, nothing much, but I ain't got anywhere. I ain't going anywhere. Nothing much, huh? As she said that, she brushed off the dust on a pot for sale and sat down on it. That's the 12th volume of a series, the continuation of the books piled up here. You wouldn't be able to understand that book without reading the ones before it. Oh, the future of the non-Newman type computer? Man, I can't even figure what it's about by the title. It's a spell book from the outside world. You probably wouldn't be interested at all, but I am. Spells from the outside world. What kind of magic is that, Corin? I'm still in the middle of reading it, but they use calculations familiars called computers, and those do exactly as they're ordered. Of course, those are clearly Shikigami, but I'm still not quite sure what kind of power they use. Shikigami, huh? Hey, isn't this Reimu stuff? She's here. Either Marisa wasn't interested in Shikigami or just wanted to change the topic. I told her the details of Reimu's arrival. I said, you're kind of like Reimu, or some other conversation filler, while she dug around Reimu's belongings and pulled out 3 books in them. I felt a light jolt. Those books are a part of the same series of the 12 volumes I have. Why does Reimu have them? Interested in these books? Knowing Reimu, I bet she thought they looked pretty important to the yokai, so I'll take them or something. The 12 volumes I have on hand, the 3 volumes there, that's a total of 15 volumes combined. I have no doubt that this is a set of 15 volumes. The Shikigami of the outside world are the same as the ones in Gensokyo after all. With computers, F represents 15 and F represents a state of maximum capacity. It is written that when everything becomes F, the highest value is held. I think that is natural for 15 to have power. Even in ancient times, 15 means perfection in this country. The same reason the full moon is also known as the 15th night. Oh, okay. Computers must be familiar that resulted from the ideas of the East and the beauty of the moon. Marisa asked me what I was thinking about as she lined up the 3 books. Through Marisa's nonchalant actions, I realized something else. When lined up, the numbers of the books 13, 14, and 15 make 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. If the 1 in the front is removed, what in the Half-Life 3 exists is this, bro? It then depicts the number represents a perfect circle, 3.14. Okay. It also means a full moon, and that's upon my theory that the familiars of the outside world use its power. I wanted to research more in regards to the Shikigami of the outside world, but to do that I required these books. I love this song, by the way. Corin, you plan on making... Oh, man. Yeah, I know it's pie. It's a bit of a stretch though, no? Or maybe it isn't. 3 consecutive numbers, but then you still got to remove the 1. I don't know, man. Fair play, he's a normal okay. Oh god. Yeah, the same way Yukari compares her Shikigami around to a computer, Rinosuke compares computers to Shikigami. Right. I mean, I'd say Yukari and Rinosuke are probably 2 of the most who have contact with the outside world, right? Rinosuke because of the nature of what he does, and Yukari because she can just visit the outside world. Yeah, I love that. I do really like that. Corin, you plan on making a deal with Reimu? Forget it. Her idea of value is completely different from everyone else. Indeed, Reimu is too detached from this world. Normal exchange conditions wouldn't suffice. However, I can still make a deal with Reimu, for I have a general understanding of her values. It was then that I heard the returning footsteps of the book's owner. The 3 books possessed by Reimu, the shrine made of Gensokyo, aroused the collector's soul of Rinosuke, and thus he plans to attain those books through skillful bargaining. Yet at that moment, the original owner of those books arrived. The conclusion of Chapter 1, Gensokyo's Shrine Maiden, and the 15 fascinating volumes begins now. Yeah, Gensokyo's Shrine Maiden and the 15 fascinating volumes, second half. Thanks for waiting. Jeez, these clothes are way too big. It's hard to walk. Reimu expressed her dissatisfaction as she returned. Well, those are my clothes, so it can't be helped. There's significant size difference between us, but she's the one who took the clothes in the first place. Exactly. Oh, here's a Marisa. What are you doing in a place like this? That's my line. I just came to check if there's anything new in stock, just like a good customer. Reimu, this is a store. Could you not call it a place like this? Whenever I come, I never see any customers. The location isn't so great either. I began reading the book I was previously reading as Marisa retorted. I thought I just said I'm a customer. Reimu walked up to one of the cupboards, took out a teapot, and began preparing tea as if she owned the place. God damn, Reimu. They do whatever they want as usual. They're not even customers. While I was glancing at Reimu's books, I thought to myself that I must pretend to have not noticed them at all in order to make them mine. Anyways, I'll take up your request and mend your clothes. But you know I won't just do it for free, right? Without turning to face me, Reimu asked, why? Why? Are you kidding? A business, you see, requires customers to pay suitable compensation for their services. I know that much. I pay the shopkeepers when I go shopping like normal. The same goes for my shrine. Wishes are granted in return for offerings. Are you saying I'm not normal? But you aren't interested in money, are you? When did I ever say that? Don't just decide things on your own. Well, you never take cash. What are you saying? The fees for all of your requests and everything you took from here is all on your tab. As she poured tea into a teacup, she replied, that's because I never walk around with money, but it's not like there's any at home either. Nobody gives to your shrine, huh? Maybe it doesn't grant requests no matter how hard you pray. Oh, I see. Because you suddenly brought this up. You're after these books, aren't you? Reimu placed her teacup down, sat beside me, and began gathering the books that were soon to be mine. Reimu, those books aren't enough to cover your tab. They look pretty more than the yokai I exterminated. They're definitely worth something. Marisa looked at me with that face that said, told you so. I was about to let out a laugh because of it, but I held it in. Well, let me have a look then. They're trying to haggle each other. I see. They're well made, but they look new. When it comes to these kind of things, the older ones are more valuable. There's nothing special after all. They're probably just something that the yokai doesn't see often, so it took them. Then those books for everything on my tab sound like a fair deal, she said with a smirk. I think Rinosuke is about to win this one. She doesn't listen to others and has no understanding of the concept that things have a value, a price. To her, money is nothing more than some sort of paper or metal. However, she must have plainly realized that I wanted them. But anyway, alright then, I'll take those 3 books from you. Huh? All 3? One for mending your clothes, one for renting the clothes that you're wearing, and the last one. Oh, wait a second. What about the tab? Hey, how exactly how much do you think is on your tab? If it's not too much, but you can't cover it with just those books. That's the truth. Reimu takes things from the shop and requests clothes and tools. I even prepare her purification rod. No way around it, huh? Alright then, what's left over on the tab will stay there. Nice one, Rinosuke. I looked out through the window. That's right. I've had a bad feeling since this morning. By the way, the last one is the fee for the door repairs. Loud knocking. So gee, I wonder who. The sound of banging against the shop door steadily grew louder. One book might not be worth the trouble. I know the girl in red is in there. She's the one that took my books. By the door was a furious little girl. What seemed to be. Her clothes were a mess. She must be the one Reimu claimed to have exterminated earlier. Jeez, you're persistent. I beat you, so just go back into the forest like a good yokai. Huh? You're not red. I'm blue today. Blue Reimu? Hey, just give me my books back. Even if you tell me to, I can't do anything about it. I don't have them anymore, so give up. How cruel. Then where are they? The books are mine now, and of course I have no intention of returning them. However, I'm unable to do anything rough. The girls told me how it was amazing you managed to live so long like that. But I think it's normal, and I've lived many times longer than they have. I glared sharply at Reimu. Hey, Marisa, you look pretty bored. Huh? What? You reap what you sow. Do it yourself. I can't move well in these clothes. She isn't much of a fight, so you can take her, Marisa. But watch out from attacks from behind. Poor attack from behind. Are you saying she should get revenge on you with me? Jeez, Reimu. Marisa hopped off the pot and headed towards the girl in a seemingly good mood. Put it on my tab. Of course, I've never seen Reimu give Marisa money at all. Well, there you have it. The girl in red gave up. Her parents will be taking her place instead. How are you her parent? There's no way you're related. She was an abandoned child. Reimu returned to her seat and began drinking tea. If we're gonna fight, do it outside the shop. If you destroy anything else, you're gonna be paying for everything. Marisa said, yeah, I know. And forced the yokai out. Anyways, Corin, Good for you getting all 15 volumes. Surprised I looked at Marisa. I don't remember saying anything about it being a 15 volume set. Ooh. Pepsi rated. Marisa, she's perceptive. Why do you think there are 15? Marisa threw the book she was holding towards me. Check out the back of the book. Ah. I turned the book over and flipped open the back cover. 15 volume set was written in small print. It's snowing outside. If I don't get the door repaired soon, it's going to be unpleasant in here. Seriously, Remu, when you come here, nothing good ever happens. The shop itself had nothing good. Here, tea. I sat down beside her and took the tea. It had an extremely pleasant scent. Ah, the tea. You tea leaves from the back of the shelf, didn't you? Remu making tea from Renosuke's shelf and then offering it to Renosuke. Bro, you know, at a certain level of audaciousness, you have to respect it, man. And here I thought it was tea Remu brought herself. They had the best smell to them. This is my stash of the finest tea. I was saying it for a special occasion too. Oh, will there ever be such an occasion? Remu was completely relaxed and cheerful. That sounds of Marisa's enjoyment and laughter and cries of a yokai opponent could be heard. This is relatively the usual. I don't think of these days as special. You're not going to sell those books, right? Your stock here hasn't changed at all. Hey, hello, Jackson. Welcome, man. Welcome. Hope you enjoy. Thank you. Hope to see you when you're live. Yeah, nice. When you call up. No, they're all merchandise. Maybe I'm not suited to be a merchant. Alright. Marisa visited Korindo carrying one of the beautiful crested ibises that have been increasing in number in Gensokyo lately. After catching it near Hakure Shrine, Marisa was planning to cook it and eat it with Reimu. In the now lively Korindo, the owner of Renosuke was immersed in the thought about the reason for the increase in the I don't even know how to say that, man. IBCs. Chapter 2 of an original story based on the Touhou series. Original story. Okay. Hey, Corin, what's up? Today's our routine hot pot day. She shouted as she threw over the door. As far as I'm concerned, today's Animal Protection Day. Hello! Oh, it's you, Marisa. What's the meaning of coming here and claiming this to be Hot Pot Day? Marisa showed me what she had in her right hand. There was a limp red and white lump. Some way from the human village in Gensokyo is a forest of magic. And close by this forest is my shop, Korindo. In other words, it's halfway between where the humans live and where the yokai are. I thought that I could do business with both humans and yokai in this location. But the truth is that I almost never have clients of either kind. Well, it gets lively at times, but... Isn't that crested ibis? What happened? Yeah, I caught her by the shrine. Reimu's preparing stuff for the hot pot, so she'll be late. Love it. Why did you decide to meet at my place? You never even asked. What are you talking about? You make a great meal. Sure, he looks a bit worse for the wear, but like the crested ibis, more and more of these birds have been appearing in Gensokyo every year. Wherever they become roused, the sky would become dyed in their colors. And their meat tastes good despite their shabby appearances. The hot pot would also end up dyed in the ibis color, almost a scarlet red. Not a nice way to put it, but it looked like a human hot pot made by a vampire. Scarlet red mentioned, vampires mentioned. Well, I guess it's fine, but why hot pot all of a sudden? Isn't it obvious? Cold days are all about hot pot. Marisa continued to chatter while barging into the kitchen. Well, I just found him by chance. It was really lively until a while ago. Gensokyo is quite literally a place where illusionary creatures dwell. At some point, the people on the outside world wrote off illusionary creatures and nothing more than fantasy creatures. But of course, illusionary creatures and fantasy creatures are very different. A fantasy creature is just another name for a delusion, a misinterpretation, or misunderstanding. Or on the other hand, an illusionary creature is one that can be found in Gensokyo. It goes without saying then that both Marisa and I are also illusionary creatures. However, the reason behind the sudden proliferation of crested ibises is something I don't understand. Could it be that they become illusionary birds? That would be unthinkable in the outside world I knew. But then again, too much time has elapsed since then. As much as I try to imagine the outside world from limited literature and old memories, it would amount to nothing more than imaginations. An imagination plagued by imaginations is no more than a fantasy. For imaginations, I rank them in order of fantasy, delusion, prediction, the virtual, and illusion. Okay. Sorry for the wait. Marisa is here too, right? I wasn't waiting. How could I when you girls show up so suddenly? Well, of course you came suddenly, but you should be waiting at all times. Isn't this a shop and everything? Reimu came just as Marisa said. She was carrying several bags with her. Ingredients for the hot pot, I guess. Hey, Reimu, took you long enough. Let's get this hot pot cooking. Marisa had her arm outstretched with a feeling of, come on, hand it over to it. I brought everything. Yes. Huh? This is red miso. Who told you to bring red miso? I didn't need to be told. Red miso is the obvious choice for ibis broth. Hey, the hot pot is already red enough, so we should make it with white miso. Putting red miso into red broth? Are you some kind of communist? Oh, where'd you learn that word, Marisa? It's not like you aren't going to eat because of the color. Since ibis meat is red to begin with, it shouldn't bother you, right? And why white miso? Isn't the Genpei war? The two of them went on about food coloring, but I wasn't listening. Regardless, Marisa was holding the ibis, and every time she gave it a squeeze, the ibis would squawk. What? It was kind of weird, like the ibis was supporting her. I'm sure Marisa was doing that on purpose. Don't red pickles go with tonkotsu? Would you put it in miso ramen? And doesn't fuku jinzuke go with curry? But knowing you, you'd probably throw it in cream stew. Having something red in the middle or something white is a sign of Japanese soul. I already read a white enough. And what part of you has a Japanese soul, Marisa? Do you even know what wabi-sabi is? I don't think you know yourself, Raymond. Of course I don't. Anyway, we're not making a hot pot like that. Wasn't it you who came up with the hot pot idea? We can't eat this ibis raw. So how is it then? Alright, let's just divide it now. Decide it? Yeah, that'll work too. You wanna go? In the end, it seemed like they decided to settle the matter in a shooting deal. As always, man. Without so much as asking for my advice, even though they came to my shop uninvited, the rules were 101 spell card rules. If Reimu won, the hot pot would be done her way. If Marisa won, she'd apparently make her go buy white miso. Never mind, I had white miso in my place. They seemed to be enjoying themselves, so I just let them be. Speaking of which, I actually know the tastiest way to cook crested ibis. Marisa, what do I always tell you? If you're gonna fight, then go outside, right? More importantly, could you divide up the bird for Marisa, Mr. Inosuke? The objectives seem to have changed already. Whatever the result is, I guess they're happy to eat it however I cook it. I could go as far as to think they arranged the scenario from the beginning. It always follows the same pattern. Those two are frequently dueling to decide the most insignificant things. On top of that, they've been using attacks with a lot of projectiles. It's extremely bright and hard on the eyes. The duels are always a study in contrast. Against the gung-ho Marisa, Reimu, either on purpose or naturally, fights in a more laid-back style. The duels mostly go Reimu's way, but Marisa doesn't always lose. Ooh, a canon power scaling kind of over here. Alright, it's just that Marisa attacks with all of her skill and might against Reimu, who looks like she was made out of air. It's like trying to pound a nail into dust. I can't help but feel that Reimu sees is like a different world to us. To that extent, she's difficult to grasp. Hey, that's dangerous. What if it hit me, Marisa? Jeez. Come on, why didn't it hit? Your bullets swerved to avoid me on their own. How nice of them. They're flying straight. Since I could hear their voice, I wanted to see how things were going. Reimu looked like she'd practically teleport at times, and her bullets would fly guided in impossible directions. It's kind of unfair, actually. Wow. Well then, this nice round ibis looks really tasty. I've never seen one like it before. Speaking of which, Marisa said something that bothered me. Sorry for the wait, we've just made a decision. Yes, yeah, you always make me wait like this. I've already made the hot pot with red miso as expected. You already prepared the hot pot? What'd you do if I had one, Corin? I would have had you eat an ibis cooked in the tastiest way. Love that. Alright. The Akure Shrine is located in the edge of Gensokyo, and by edge, that doesn't only mean in physical sense. There is a border between the outside world and Gensokyo. Because of that, the Akure Shrine is not an entirely illusionary place. Marisa said she caught the ibis by the shrine. It may be that this ibis is indeed from the outside world, so it would seem that the crested ibises are not illusionary birds yet. Banger. Exactly, yeah. I feel somewhat relieved. Ooh. Oh, who's this? Okay. An unusual client came to Korindo today. Her name was Sakuya Izayoi, a maid from a certain mansion, and the request was the perfect pair of teacups. Inosuke complied with this slightly complicated request, but his chosen set of teacups were tragically broken. New character debut in the first part of chapter 3 of original story based on the Touhou series. Alright. Yeah, exactly. Perfect and elegant tea time. First half. My heater from the outside world had been making whistling noises. The kettle! Is that a kettle? It has some switches I don't quite understand, but since I pressed them, nothing happens. I'm using it in my own original way. Lately, the fire has been too strong at times, so it gets a little dangerous. Speaking of fire, there's been an increase of cremations in Gensokyo lately. Until now, cremations were almost never performed to dispose of dead human remains, while those probably ended up as yokai food. Maybe it's because the yokai are attempting to act more civilized, so that the ones that would eat rotten meat seem to be decreasing as of late. If you see it from the side of humans in Gensokyo, those remains simply can't be left neglected for both sanitary and spiritual reasons, so apparently the little choice but to cremate them. On the other hand, wouldn't that reduce the opportunities for new yokai to be born? Humans don't have many chances to be anything but humans, and if they do, those are mostly after they die. If they are cremated, it would be difficult for them to become jiangshi, vampires, or other such beings. Oh, yeah. Well, maybe that's a good thing. And besides, there are times when yokai can be born from ashes. Phantoms, especially, might be easily formed this way. Speaking of which, It feels like there's been an increase in phantom in Gensokyo lately. Maybe this is an effect of the cremation, then maybe not. However, the phantom these days are cheerful and high-spirited. But after all, phantoms are as far as Gensokyo is concerned. Phantoms? But after all, phantoms as far as Gensokyo is concerned. Ah, okay. Knock, knock. Someone had a ride, but I hesitated in saying welcome. Usually the visitors are the ones to start with the boisterous talk because they're usually not customers. Is someone there? Huh? Ah, welcome! An actual customer! How may I help you? I'm looking for the right kind of teacup. Would you happen to have some here? There's a girl with the appearance of a maid standing there. Although the frequency is low, I do have real customers. My expectation was unusually that's because I always only have one expectation. If a customer shows up, it will always be wrong. Yes, I surely do. What kind of cup would you like? A small, pretty white one, you see? The kind of white cup that would look nice with dark liquid, but it can't be too heavy. But the real issue is the shape, which should be a little complex. Well, I'll decide about that when I see them. Oh, and I need a pair of them. Yeah. I see. A complicated request. It almost seems like an exam for a cup expert certification. This is a rather difficult problem. Solving it while I try to remember just where the cups are in the pile of merchandise might be a little too difficult. Well, I have all kinds of cups. It's for drinking black tea, right? Well, it's in the same style as cups for black tea. It's blood. Hey, hello, Soup. Welcome, man. Welcome. How's it going? The cups for black tea were around here, I believe. Black tea and coffee are major luxury items in Tokyo. It's been established that the yokai that drifted here naturally brought with them foreign countries' cultures and things like tools and books. Even if Gensokyo is an isolated area, it's very international in spirit. Well, I just found an antique case. I'm sure that this case were two cups that I liked. Here it is. I think these will be to your liking. I was astonished when I opened the case. Reimu broke them, didn't she? There was one of the shapes I was expecting to see inside. There was a teacup. Something that once was a teacup, lying this broken in several broken pieces. Yes, one of my favorites was cruelly broken. Which ones? No, just a moment. Even in my disappointment, I noticed that there was a single piece of paper inside. What could that be? I reached for the papers, but this appears to be Marisa's writing. Yes. Sorry. What is that? Oh, it's Marisa. I apologize, Reimu. What just happened? Why wasn't I holding the paper? And I really mean why. The girl was holding it before I realized it. Oh, she stopped time. Zawardo. Here, please have it back. I looked at the paper she handed me. The only thing written there was sorry. That Marisa. What should I do to her the next time she comes by? I quickly recovered from my confusion. I shouldn't bother too much with things I don't understand. If you don't do that, you can't live in Gensokyo. Yeah, just like you said. I really like these. Can I take them? I take that back. I'm still a bit confused. She liked the broken cup. Huh? Is that so? I do like them, but they're not exactly normal. As for small, they're as small as they get because they're in pieces. And they aren't heavy, just as requested. They are so pretty. They'll look wonderful with black tea. Exactly what the mistress wished for. Yeah, but you may bleed if you touch them. Knock, knock, knock. Hey, Saka, are you in there? This time I wasn't wrong. It's usual for the noise to begin in less than 3 seconds after the door opens. And of course, this red one is not a customer. My, it seems to be Reimu. When did you return to the shrine? And you brought the mistress too. Who cares when I return? What's going on inside the shrine when there's nobody there? Top of that, you leave this one there doing I don't know what. We did not do a thing. There were no suitable cups at the shrine, so we cannot have proper tea-san. I won't treat people that come inside on their own to tea. Ray was getting a taste of her own medicine, it looks like. It seems that entering other people's homes at will seems to be a tradition among the girls of Gensokyo. By the way, the name of this customer is Sakuya, and the mistress that Raymond brought along is called Remilia. Sakuya is a maid in Remilia's service, but the mistress is quite obviously a vampire. It seemed like they were taking a walk and decided to stop by the shrine. Even during a stroll, tea time is indispensable, and with fine cups of course, Remilia in the first place. Why aren't you walking about in the middle of the day? Why are you walking about in the middle of the day? Even though you're a vampire, shouldn't you be inside a coffin? I can still sunbathe. I can still have a sunbath viewing. By the way, coffins are for holding dead people. You seem to have a misunderstanding. Exactly, Mr. Furcat. A sunbath viewing apparently consists of appreciating the sight of other people sunbathing. Yeah, bro, she's touching grass? Anyway, what am I going to do? The rumors of a devil at the shrine start to spread. You don't have to do anything. Besides, the offertory box was empty. But that may be because it is a godless shrine. Right, mistress? Don't call it godless. I'm probably the only one that knows about the origins of the Hakurei shrine. I thought about telling them now to restore Reimu's honor, but it's not really important, so I rejected the notion. How sad. Oh, right, Sake, did you find the fine teacups? Yes, I believe I did. They're quite splendid. And then I was immersed in confusion again. What am I going to do about that cup? Its pear is in pieces. Hey, mistress, can you see them? Sake opened the lid of the case and lowered it so that her mistress could see. Why is a broken cup acceptable? Maybe this is some kind of riddle? That's it. There must be a meaning behind the broken pair. For example, the black tea and the cuppies will represent a pond of blood and a mountain of splinters, like you're the choice between two kinds of hell, for a devil and a maid. That must certainly be it. However, when Amelia saw the cup, she showed a doubtful and disturbed expression on her face. That was a more human reaction than I expected. God damn. Alright, next one. The head maid of the Scarlet Devil Mansion, Sakuya Isoyo, had a particularly unusual ability. It was like sleight of hand without any props. Unlike the bewildered Rinosuke and others, Sakuya alone was exhibiting a bright mood. Finally, with a single warning, she threw the case into the air. The conclusion of chapter 3, perfect and elegant tea time. Perfect and elegant tea time. Oh, Cran, thank you so much, man. Double spoiler and Touhou 6. Well on the way, bro. Well on the way. We're gonna have some gaming soon. Excited. All right. What in the world is this? Remilia pointed inside the box with a tired air. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Well, that's an understandable reaction. Takuya came to buy teacups and chose a broken one. I thought Remilia had some strange reasons behind her orders, but it seems I was wrong. I can surprisingly relate to Remilia's feelings. What'd you say? Well, they are teacups. Are they not to your liking? It's a remarkably avant-garde design. For example, even if you take it by the handle, 1/3 wouldn't come with it, so you almost wouldn't think it's a cup at all. But it would be better if it could hold more, hold liquid. Oh man. Ah, Zekon, you legend, man. Thank you. Isn't it a nice style? I really like this relaxing and refined antique feel it has. And the shopkeeper also said he liked it, right? So even the shopkeeper liked this odd design. Remilia was giving me a dubious, pitiful look. Well, I used to like them. If she starts thinking that I'm about to push a broken cup onto them, I'll be in trouble. Oh, and what is this paper? The paper of Marissa's apology was inside the case too. I believe it's an expert. Yo, this guy can sell, man. Good merchant. I believe it to be an expert appraisal or something like that. Are there such thing as appraisal with only sorry written on them? It is an I could not appraise it appraisal. It's like a magician's introduction of nothing's up my sleeves then. That would be highly improbable. Maybe Remy got tired of their wordplay because she went to have tea by herself. Speaking of which, I wonder why there's a chawan just for Remy at my place anyway. I will ask again. I'll ask again, Takuya. Just what in the world is that? Like I said, it is an avant-garde teacup. Did I ask for such a thing? Indeed, you asked for it to be small, light, unusual, pretty. Well, this one is pretty though. It is, and besides, it has a more refined air than the ones at the shrine, does it not? Their shapes are indeed similar, but their shapes are similar? Are they such avant-garde, meaning not limited to the original form cups at the shrine? And you asked Rainbow about that. I don't know about any cups like that. Oh, you don't? They were there just before I met Takuya. You could not know about that, mistress. It was after we arrived that the cups became avant-garde. What? So you broke my cups? For a while, the shop resounded with a barrage of Reimu's angry words. Right, that's what happened. They broke Reimu's teacups. They came to buy replacements. But then why would they buy a broken cup? Sakuya, I did indeed ask for cups that looked like Reimu's, but I didn't mean how it looked afterward, but how it looked before it changed. Didn't you understand that? Oh, is that so? I was sure you wished for a cup that made a set with Reimu's. It's not a set, it's a mix. If I brought normal cups, you were planning on seeing something like, what were you thinking? The shapes are completely different, correct? I wouldn't say that. Of course. Maybe you would. Even for a maid, it must be hard to accompany this childish, even though she's apparently over 500 years old, and malicious mistress. But if you wanted a broken cup, isn't it just a matter of buying a normal one and breaking it? That's what I thought. But that might be as well as the Ginsoki girl's idea of a joke. If I think too much about it, I'll get tired. That's why I take the stance of not worrying too much about things I can't understand. You know what, Rinosuke? Good motto for life, to be fair. I understand. You want normal cups then? If that's what you think, do as you please, Sakuya. Of course, that is just what I'm thinking. Good grief. Those girls are a completely different type of bother than Rainbow and Marisa. Anyway, the moment I was thinking that I had to go searching for another cup, I heard Sakuya's voice. Well, these teacups are trash then. Hey, hello. Welcome, Cabrera. How's it going? Yeah. Right. What? Wait a moment. I turned around and in confusion to face Sakuya. It was already too late. She had thrown the case and the cups high in the air. The fragments were dancing in the air. Time seemed to run slowly due to the tension, like an illusion. One of the cups was still in one piece, but even if they were both broken, what kind of person just throws them? Even the carefree one drinking a tea seemed surprised. I became even more worried if Dreamer was going to drop a challenge from astonishment. As for Emilia, her bat-style wings were completely outstretched. I'm not sure that was because of the tension or the surprise though. But the cups were short, but the cups are sure taking some time to fall. Hasn't the case already hit the ground? Well, that's obvious considering the time. The piece of paper with Marissa sorry written on it was fluttering in midair. So how was it? Real sleight of hand without any props. I couldn't even see one piece of the cup on the floor. Surprised, I turned to Sake and mysteriously she was holding the cup. However, more mysteriously than that, in the end, the teacups were sold without problem, and 2 of them left the shop. Amelia seemed greatly pleased with Sake's performance, and Amy was in mute amazement for a while, but then she must have remembered that those 2 are going to a shrine, so she left behind the hard drunken tea and chased after them. Yeah. After me, I didn't understand how Sake could gather all the pieces of the cup she threw, much less how she could perfectly restore the broken cup to its former shape. I just stood there dumbfounded for a while. Several days had passed. By following my don't worry too much, the theory, I was able to safely recover from my confusion. Just then, Marissa came to visit. After I scolded her about the cup, I made her listen to what happened. She started explaining with the usual way of speaking. Nothing weird about that. Apparently, Sake had the ability to stop time. Of course, this way, even if thrown, she could catch the cup before it broke. But what about fixing it? You could indeed say that there weren't any props. But wait a moment, the ability couldn't restore a broken cup. Yeah, exactly. Could it? Something's not right. Even though I should have given up, I started to think about it again. Yeah, there's a way to restore a cup only by stopping time. The more I thought about it, the more my brain focused on a single concern. That's it. The cup that I used to like didn't look like that. Oh, hey, hello, welcome. How's it going, Gabber? Welcome. With a bad feeling, I looked through my piles of merchandise. That customer decided to knowingly do something so unbelievable. Well, I did sell it, so no real loss, but I checked most of the merchandise, so the only one left is a pile Marissa is sitting on top of. I moved Marissa, and under her, I found a refined looking case. That's the one, no doubt about it. With Marissa peeking along, I fearfully opened the lid. Both Marissa and I recognized the sheet of Japanese paper and the cup's fragment. And on top of the Japanese paper, there's a new slip of Western paper bearing the words, "My apologies." Truly a magician's appraisal. Oh, man. Wait, so what happened? So they had the cup. So what did Sakuya take away then? And then the Western paper as well. Incredible, man. Alright, here we go. It was during an incessant drizzly day in Gentokyo. Is it England? Marissa came calling to Korindo as a genuine customer. Strangely enough, her request was for Rinosuke. Right. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. She bought the cup. So, but she bought 2, no? So she obviously took away the one that's fixed. I guess she didn't take the other one then. Unless I'm misunderstanding. Marissa came calling to Korindo as a genuine customer. Strangely enough, her request for Rinosuke was to repair her handy mini Hakero. She said that she was very attached to it, so she didn't want it to rust again. And on top of that, she made a very surprising request. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense actually. The first part of the fourth chapter about a rare metal in an original story based on the Touhou series, Drizzly Furnace, first half. I traveled down a gloomy, unmarked path. My clothes feel twice as heavy as usual, a natural result of this drizzle, of course. Be it sunlight or pouring rain, this forest leaves will dissipate it completely. Whether it's sunny or rainy doesn't make much of a difference here. You can't even tell if it's night or day. I really like this unbound feeling a lot. Wait, guys, hold on. Let me just open up the next playlist just in case we need it. Hold on. Yeah, we're about to head into the end here. Right. Duplication glitch. God damn, bro. What the heck? That is pretty crazy. Alright, everything else okay. Alright, lovely. Agreed. Oh, fair. Yeah, whether it's sunny or rain doesn't make much of a difference here. You can't even tell if it's night or day. I really like this unbounded feeling a lot. But sure, it's hard to walk when your skirt is so heavy. I can feel the rough object I'm carrying within it and look up. Come to think of it, wasn't it drizzling on the day I got this too? Yeah, I've been running a shop. Oh, Meister's POV, yeah? Been running a shop here for as long as I can remember. I don't really like to think about the past often, but well, I remember lots of stuff and the pleasant dimness inside the shop. Yes, there was no such thing as day or night. Human and yokai there. It's that kind of place. It's definitely comfortable, but there's just one thing I can't stand. Probably has to do with my family, but he's so stiff towards me. Well, of course, since I was born before he was an apprentice to the Kirisame family, in the end it seems he said that by dealing with our everyday merchandise and human customers, he couldn't make the most of his ability and struck out on his own. This ability of his, though, is just a so-so ability that can neither kill nor revive. Just a while ago, he was saying stuff like, "This is a heater," and I used it in a really weird way. In any case, since long ago, he's been reserved when it comes to me, even though I already said I'm not going back to live with my family. Aww, Marissa just wants a friend or a dad. Just then, I saw a fairy sitting on some huge mushrooms. This type of mushroom can cheer people up, so I'll take some to recover fatigue. He's always being antisocial and listless, so maybe I'll give it to him as a gift. Aw, man. The forest mushrooms grow in a blink, and they always grow in different places. They practically pop out of nowhere and vanish just as fast. The forest itself is alive and is always changing. Yeah, right. She sees Renosuke as a father figure, yeah? Or an older brother. Right. There are things that can change even faster than the forest. Like humans, really humans are the elusive ones. Oh, is it? Really? Oh, okay. Or like what she would like her father to be like, I guess, no? But she's got an estranged relationship with her actual dad, yeah? But him, that guy hasn't changed in any way at all since long ago. Neither on the outside nor on the inside. For as long as I remember, he was already running the shop. So I don't really know when this apprenticeship story of his happened. Oh, shoot. I was like, wait, this is a bit loud, even like a bit complicated, even for Touhou music. I was playing 2 tracks at the same time. Sorry, guys. My bad. Right. But for him, that guy hasn't changed anyway at all since long ago. Neither on the outside nor on the inside. But as long as I remember... Yeah. Second track is a little louder. Yeah. That would... Oh, no, it should be good. Alright. I don't really know when the apprentice story of this happened. How long is he gonna live anyway? There are humans who defy gravity, and there are humans who can stop time too. But not changing on the outside nor the inside, that may be the one thing no human can imitate. Man, am I jealous. That's when I realized I had grabbed too many mushrooms. So the fairy looked unhappy. It didn't look like I could carry that many, but it seemed... Okay. I think they're basically leaving them behind, so I just stuffed them inside my hat. They were wet. They were wet, so they felt a little gross. Wow, I just can't seem to be able to throw my stuff away. I amaze myself. Marisa, damn man. It was just like when I was living with my parents. During one of his rare visits to my house, he was carrying some scrap of metal and then got in an argument with my father for some reason. Oh, really? Oh shoot. Okay. I was very young, and even though I desperately tried to listen in, stuff like crimson ore and rare metal was all I could hear. And after that, I got curious and started to gather everything from iron tools to iron rods and even iron scraps. Anything that was metal. In the end, it was pointless. But even now, now that I've left my parents' home, all the iron scraps I gathered at that time, well, trash really. I still had them at my new house. I could throw them away from I could throw away my home, but I wouldn't throw away those metal scraps. I sure amazed myself. While I was remembering these unnecessary things, I saw my destination. The rain comes from being close to the forest and the frequent drizzles. Yes, this is a shop with an owner that would make such an obvious name. The ko of incense relates to gods, basically meaning shrine. Gee, this guy really likes his stuff. Korindo, this old and small shop in the shrine that sits on the border between human and yokai, drizzle and forest. So in other words, this place is supposed to be the heart of Gensokyo? Right, damn man. That bad, yeah? There's a drizzle falling today, and on these rainy days, the only thing to do is, now from Rinosuke's POV, is light a lamp and read a book. Knock. Hey, Gensokyo, I know it's kind of sudden, but give me something to drown myself. I saw a black and wet lump. Sure enough, the one destroying my enjoyable reading time was the same troublesome person as always. What do you mean by heart, Marisa? Oh, you are pretty wet, aren't you? Take this towel and dry yourself. Oh, thanks a bunch. Oh, and by the way, why are you reading a book, Corin? It's raining today, in case you didn't notice. Don't you always say that the only day for reading books is sunny days? I said that sunny days are the only ones in which you can read a book with the lights out. Oh yeah, I bought you these. Eat a few and cheer up some. Marissa handed out her hat to me while wiping her body. It was full of mushrooms inside. Are you telling me to eat these suspicious things? Well, knowing you, they're probably fine. Make some mushroom soup with them. Here, here's a towel back. Hey, you aren't dry all the way yet. It'll be bad for my merchandise if you sit on them in wet clothes. He cares for her, man. Of course he does. This is the part where you should be worrying about me getting the cold. Anyway, I got a job for you today. Bet you weren't expecting that, huh? Yeah. Well, when you admit yourself that you being a customer is unusual, I have nothing cynical left to say. Marissa said, I came to ask you to fix this and pulled something resembling an octagon-shaped incense burner from her skirt. Although it was worn out all over, the rust stood out the most. Ah, this sure is nostalgic. Are you still using this mini Hakuro? Did she get that from his shop? No? I might be misremembering. I've used it all the time for just about everything. It's just gotten rusty. This mini Hakuro is a magical item I made when Marissa left her parents' home. Even though it's small, it has extraordinary firepower. It can reduce a single man to ashes. God damn! Hey. I guess it can also be used for heating experiments, combat, and more. Gee, I can't even think of living without it. I see. Hearing such things is one of the benefits of being an item smith. That's why I want you to modify it so it never rusts again. Yeah, make the whole reactor part out of crimson ore. Ooh, that must have struck memories. Hearing such a strange word made me briefly imagine that I wasn't talking to Marissa anymore. So I took a more business-like tone out of reflex. Unfortunately, I don't deal in such material. What you lack, Corin, is the ability to lie. You lack a lot of other things too. It's too much of a bar to lie, so I'll drop it, but I didn't think you would know about crimson ore. You bet I do. It's good stuff, right? Crimson ore is an incredibly rare metal. However, I do have little of that I guess I could use. I'd appreciate it. Crimson ore is indeed a rust-proof metal. Since its properties practically won't change under any environment, you could likely make the strongest magical items with it. That said, modifying a mini Hakuro would exhaust my supply of this precious metal. What should I do? While I hesitated, I know there was a strange point to what Marissa had said. This would be my first chance to do business in a while. Alright, since it's item with a proud work of mine, might as well do it. Okay, what's he getting paid? Really? That'll help me out a lot. However, I do have something to ask in return. As I said, when you ask a job, it's only natural to ask something in return. But for Marissa, terms I proposed to her could be considered easier than paying in money or mushrooms. Oh, okay. Okay. The conditions stated by Ryunosuke in exchange for repairing of Marisa's mini Hakuro with crimson ore was for her to give him her semi-useless metal scrap. Ah, he had his mind on them for a long while. The conclusion to chapter 4, Drizzly Furnace, second half. I see. I mean, that makes sense as well. No, Austin gets paid now. We just got our YouTube payment today, so Austin got his payout today as well. If I remember correctly, you were gathering iron scraps a while ago. I have no idea what for though. That's my iron scrap treasure. Anyways, you were gathering them just for the sake of it, like you would do, right? So my turn this time on that pile of iron scraps in exchange for your request. How's that? Getting rid of bottles and stuff as payment is an excellent deal, isn't it? Didn't I say that was treasure? I guess crimson ore is pretty valuable. Well, for starters, those iron scraps don't really have much value to them, so this job is almost a free bonus. As do you know that, Miss Hakuro? Mini Hakuro. That is true, yes. Now, again, I appreciate you, man. Oh, man. That mini Hakuro. Whoa, I don't need an in-depth explanation. I know all about Marisa's character, because I've been watching her since she was little. She's the type that can't throw things away. Everything... she's a hoarder, like me. She gathers up just piles with no hint of order. All that does is even out the value of everything. Although she seems terribly hesitant about my terms, deep inside she must want to agree right away. We'll give her a chance to tidy up a little and see if she can't live without the mini Hakuro. I have any idea of the trouble I went through to gather all those iron scraps? I'm just gonna keep them, then all the troubles were for nothing. Because gathering itself was my goal. Never thought about using them. Then having you already achieved your goal, just let these iron scraps rest in peace with me. Something fishy here. Wasn't crimson ore a very rare metal? There's also a good reason for you to agree. If you let such an opportunity pass, aren't you afraid of what's gonna happen later? You know, you don't have to hold back. God damn. When I said the repairs will take 4 days, Marissa replied with, I'll be reading this book until then, and grabbed one of my books for sale on our way out. This isn't a library, you know. Well then, this is the first big job I've had in a long time. I've hardly had any work with customers lately. If it keeps up like this, my ability will end up waning. And my ability to the extent of knowing the name and utility of any unknown item. I thought I couldn't make the most of this ability at a normal shop. I opened a shop dealing with curiosities and rare articles, but curiosities only attract eccentrics. You know what this is like? It's like I got isekai, but the ability I received was a level 999 appraisal ability or something like that. Hey yo, Ryunosuke is an isekai character, bro. Damn. So I opened up a shop. wait, guys, help me out here. I got isekai into another world, but my ability was a 999 level appraisal skill. So I opened up a shop in between the border of humans and yokai. Cook. Oh man. And this ability too has a small problem. Yeah, exactly. The truth is that even though I can know the name and purpose of something, I won't exactly know how to use it. Well, if I at least know an item's utility, I can find some ways to use it. That's what I'm saying. I knew that had to have existed, man. Oh god, beautiful. The mushroom soup's suspiciously good smell was drifting about the room while preparing dinner. I thought about the mini hakuro. This mini hakuro wasn't just a normal furnace. It was made with a lot of improvements and special qualities. Yeah, please do. Wind blows from one of the reactor's corners so you can use it to cool yourself during summer. Oh, I think we could all use that in Europe right now. Just by holding it, it works as an amulet for protection and good fortune, I think. Anyways. That is crazy. Anyways, it combines many of the utilities of the outside world items. They're all parts of my customer service hobbies. Alright, I'll start on it as soon as I finish dinner. 3 days later. Ooh, did Rainbow actually... Sorry, Marissa? No, she actually went home. Alright. Yeah, right. Today is sunny. It's a kind of day for reading a book with the lights off. Knock. Done, Corin? Marissa? Yes, it's done. 3 days later. Marissa was carrying the metal scraps in her arms, and even though I said it would take 4 days, she came back in 3. And it was done in 3, to be fair. I was actually thinking that. Well, she's always like that. That's why I always say it takes a day longer. Beautiful. Great, thanks. I'll put these here. If you weren't done, I would have to take all this back. You shouldn't make such unreasonable complaints when you come a day early. Besides, I don't see why you'd have to take them back. The promise was to give them to you for the finished product. Well, whatever. This is the Crimson Ore Mini Hakuro. Probably the only one in the world. Marissa became so excited was all. So this is the Crimson Ore, huh? She was so pleased she wouldn't calm down and went straight back for home. Oddly enough, several days later, Marissa's happy mood continued. I feel so good when I wake up. The air is so great, she said happily. Well then, I thought that if using my precious Crimson Ore made her this happy, that I could have... Oh man. Hella cute, man. I could have gone without asking for anything in exchange. As a matter of fact, this time I secretly mixed in the power of an item that makes the air cleaner. This mysterious charm had -iron or something like that written on it, and I couldn't quite fathom its manner of use. At least it seemed to be functioning. Knowing the name and purpose of an item, I can manage the rest later some way or another. Right. Hey Gordon, is it really okay for it to work so well? This metal must be really precious. Crimson ore is indeed rare, but not as efficient as you say. Metal is something that if you pile up without ever using it to make a tool, it's just nothing but a bunch of scraps. This is something that you don't seem to understand. But my goal is just gathering stuff. You'll send it my way, Zakram. Whether I can use it or not comes later. It's not whether you can use it or not. The important thing is whether you will use it or not. Alright, let's have a look. Oh my god. Are you serious? Appraisal skill. You know, maybe I had this in my subconscious. Maybe I knew this in my subconscious. No, I don't think I recognize this one actually. Huh. Wow. As a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world. Fair enough. Oh man. Alright. Yeah, yes please. So you're gonna use the iron scrap that I bought you? Looks like you barely touched them. I have a reason to be indebted to Marissa. It's nothing more than the fact that I always end up obtaining garbage that she obsessively collects through unfair deals. At any rate, it's not like Marissa would understand things like the small differences in the property of the materials. Those iron scraps normally would not have been worth bargaining over. Yeah. Okay. It's just that Marissa... Ooh, I like the rain there. So that as Marissa grew up, I was afraid she would end up finding out. But Marissa hasn't changed one bit. She's still collecting stuff. A human that doesn't change even a little is a rare sight. Don't just stare at me like that. Are you going to use them or not? I'm not sure, I guess. I'm not sure. I guess I'll keep them there as a memento. That's not what you said before. Nice. In the middle of the iron scraps, I pulled out an oiled sword. There's no way Marissa would really know about Crimson Ore. Because this sword is made of it. Marissa always had a sword made of the very metal she wanted in her possession. This is long ago. This is the sword of Kusanagi. And it's a horribly precious item. One that could change the outside world at least. While unaware of it, Marissa had a very precious thing right under her nose. I have no idea what could happen if I let her keep holding on to it. I wanted to keep it in my custody. If I say so myself, I believe this is the right decision. What's the matter? You just smirking and holding that dirty sword. It's kind of creepy. I just think it's a nice sword. Maybe a sword like that, I bet it can't cut anything. We can't keep the sword nameless, can we? It is one of your garbage treasures, so what if I name it the Sword of Kirisame? What? Are you being sarcastic? I'm telling you, it's a really nice sword. I think your ability to know name might be getting too dull too, Korin. Oh, well, whatever, but you don't have to be so reserved around me. Can I just call it the Sword of Korin or something? I'm not going back to live with my parents, you know? I'm not being reserved. It's just that since I just fooled Marissa, I'm afraid of what may happen later. I'm putting my guard up. So even if she finds out she has been fooled when she grows up, she doesn't come asking for it back. And besides, if I don't give it a short-lived name, then there's no point to it. But then Korindo's collection of items are not for sale has just increased by 1. If the shop becomes full of these, I won't be able to speak up against Marisa's collecting obsession. Rules for thee, not for me. Yeah. It appears that collecting for the sake of collecting is becoming my objective too. That alone worries me. With its strong sunlight and blue skies, the peak of summer has come to Gensokyo. However, the area around Korindo alone has forgotten that the rainy season has ended and the strange downpour continues. The first half of Chapter 5 is about an unusual weather phenomenon of an original story based on the Touhou series. Summer Rainy Hall, first half. Okay. Once a year, the humid Japanese-esque rainy season comes to a close, and Korindo is allowed to bathe in intense sunlight again. The rainy season promotes the spread of mildew, which damages books and tools, causing no end to the troubles of my antique shop. That melancholic time of year has finally announced its end. However, my worries have not yet cleared up. Not that I especially dislike the summer sunlight. The strong sunbeams make the shop's interior darker, possibly because of the angle. The contrast of the darkness of the shop and the brightness outside the window really makes it feel like summer. I like both the darkness and the brightness. However, this summer is different. The strength of the sunbeams prove without doubt that midsummer has arrived. More light than necessary is shining through the window. It's as if the shop was standing next to a body of water with the reflected light illuminating the interior. This observed brightness doesn't feel like summer. For some reason, it seems this type of weather is only occurring around my shop. What's more, it's been like this for 3 days now. Who's causing this? Unfortunately, investigating incidents like this is not my specialty. Usually, even in the slightest occurrence of an incident, there will be people around to solve it for me immediately. As it seems that only the area around my shop has been affected for one reason or another, it looks like she hasn't noticed yet. But going to request an investigation in the middle of this kind of weather is troublesome. Well, knowing her, she's by the shop even if I leave her alone. As always, she always comes when it doesn't matter, or when it does matter. I don't know if that's a help or a hindrance. Knock knock, there she is on cue. Hey, why is the rain only falling around your shop? See, there she is. And the incident specialist I mentioned. Well, if it isn't, Reimu, you came at just the right is what I was about to say. Well, now I'll see how things turn out with investigative specialist Reimu. She might know something about this incident. Of course it's me. Geez, don't you even know what state your own store is in? Though the rainy season is over, the rainfall continues to fall with no sign of stopping. It is indeed a strange occurrence. Not a cloud can be seen in the endless blue sky, yet the phenomenon is slowly located in the vicinity of my shop. However, for the time being, I've decided to pretend to ignore it. What kind of state are you talking about? I'm shocked. Don't you go outside at all? Why do I feel cold out as well? It's already so hard around your shop you can't even see outside. There aren't even any clouds. From a distance, it looks like there's a white blanket covering just this area. You're not running any weird experiments again, are you? Oh, I see. Oh, so it really was just around the shop. Well, I knew that. What are you scheming? Nothing at all, Reimu. Even so, this is quite the fox's wedding you have here. Oh, fox wedding mentioned. Doesn't look like your average fox. It doesn't seem that Reimu has any information about this either. Perhaps I should devise a way to get interested in an investigation. I handed a towel over to Reimu and told her to dry her dripping clothes with it. Anyhow, it seems like you had it tough back then. What do you mean back then? I've always had it tough, so I don't quite remember. It was snowing until just before the rainy season started. Weren't you the one who solved that problem, Reimu? Oh, that? It wasn't a big deal. I've had far worse run-ins, and those weren't even that big either, I guess. But I'm not sure if that means you are having it tough or not. Are we done here, by the way? We are done. All right, next one. Let's go. It's the same as always. If anything, things would get tougher if I leave them alone. Spring hadn't arrived. Okay. It'd be troublesome, so that problem had to be taken care of. If the mist didn't clear up, it'd be trouble, so that also had to be. Wait, that means you're in trouble, right? Seems like you understand perfectly. Yes, I'm in trouble. You could have just said so in the first place. Guess I have no choice. I'll investigate this fox's wedding for you. Raimi seems to be having fun. However, anyone looks at it, it doesn't look like she has it tough. Rather than solving issues because I'll be in trouble, she looked nothing else but thrilled at the thought of flying headlong into strange happenings. Yeah, all right. Scarlet Weather Rhapsody, okay. Sorry, but outside the business I need to take care of, I'm worried as to what I should do about them. I don't really have any particular thing to do. You can clearly see that I'm unoccupied. But this kind of incident is outside my field of knowledge. Well, whatever. My clothes are soaking wet anyway, and it won't make a big difference if I go out in the rain again. You should take care of your business and stay here. Though I think this kind of minor problem can be squared away in no time. Upon seeing that, Reimu left the shop in high spirits. She took up my request as expected, but thinking about it very carefully, I realized that Reimu came for no particular reason. Actually, maybe she had every intention of solving this incident all along. I came to this conclusion from the mostly dry towel I had handed to Reimu. She hadn't used it. It looked like she entered while planning to go right back out again. Or maybe she didn't care about whether she was soaking wet or not. And by leaving things to Reimu after a few hours, the crisp summer sunlight would shine down upon the shop, and the shop's interior will once more regain its summer darkness. Once she sets to work, the usual incident will be resolved in 2 to 3 hours, up to half a day, and at the very most a day. That's the standard. I wondered if I should make some fresh green tea and read a book. I can leave the rest until later. The pleasant smell of tea makes you forget the passing of time. If Reimu were to see me like this while she's working hard, she might become angry. But even if Reimu didn't seem to know the reason behind this fox's wedding, I think I have an idea. I never thought it would be possible, but if it's for what I think it is, it's an omen. If I wait a short while, things will return to normal. So perhaps this is something that can only be handled by Reimu's emergency procedures. Besides, it would have been dangerous to tell anyone else. I especially couldn't tell Marissa. Boom, crack. It happened in an instant. The shop's interior lit up with a blue-white light so bright I couldn't even read my book, and then along with the exterior, darkened the next moment. Soon the rain became heavier, the sky that should have been clear darkened, and the distant scenery became obscured. I was expecting the strong sunlight of summer, so I was honestly shocked by the sudden thunderstorm. Guys, literally England, or even like South England, day before yesterday, hold on. A small detour, guys. This is what I experienced. Oh, let's see. This is literally what I experienced on Monday, I think it was. Guys, listen to this. This is how loud the thunderclaps were on Monday night, bro. Crazy. And again, like I know some of you guys might be experiencing thunderstorms like as your daily, but us here in England, like my 31 years of living in England, I have to, man. Look at this. This is night. Are you seeing it? Look how bright it is. That's a flash of lightning. Guys, listen to this, man. Jesus Christ. I heard that. I literally got woken up from this, man. It was mad, bro. This is the fourth time. Yo, come on, man. You know we have different audiences for different streams. I gotta show it to everyone at this point. Crazy. And it was quite relevant to this as well. Oh, God. The hail was crazy. Oh, my God. It was, in us for our ends, right? It was so wild. It was hot. And then I went to bed, right? After my Monday stream, I went to bed. And thunderstorms, man. Like loud thunderstorms, bro. Oh my God. Like it was just grumbling and then all of a sudden like claps like that. Crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. Wow. Yeah. Right, Dash. Yeah. So imagine like me, right? I know we live in England. It's a rainy country, but we don't really get thunderstorms like this. Wild. Oh shoot, Dustless. Oh damn. Okay. I've actually never played Deltarune, so interesting. I know hail causes lightning, so I disconnected my PC just to be safe. Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, I would struggle if anything happened to my electronics, man. Damn. Although I suppose even in fine weather it can start raining anyway. Thunderwall skies are clear. The sudden heavy rain made me worry a little about Reimu. Oh shit, Zekrom! My guy is always cooking on our gaming arc, bro. I appreciate you, man. But Idol complains after she solved the matter that really worried me. She'll fix the problem eventually, but clearly I had not predicted the pouring rain. My man, thank you. I should probably prepare a change of clothes for her. If anything, her mood is the bigger problem here. Oh my. Yeah. 200 meters away. Oh my God. Tell me about it. Yeah, it's crazy. My goodness, man. I approached the window and took a look outside at what the conditions were like. Zekrom, I look forward to it, man. Undertale, yeah, I've always wanted to play that, bro. Okay. The rain just kept getting stronger, like it was trying to drain the color from the world. The outlines of the forest and the mountains gradually began to fade, finally becoming a world of dark gray. The only thing I could hear was the sound of rain striking the roof. At that point, I saw a human run past the shop. I figured that, like the carrot surrounding, possessed no color. It was white and black, a monotone shadow. Oh my god, what just happened? Okay, I believe this is the last chapter. Last chapter for today, guys. A mysterious rain has suddenly changed into a fierce thunderstorm. Marissa, aimlessly dropping by for a visit, is now black and Marissa, is now a black drenched mouse. She musters a quiet remark that the cause of the problem is Renoski himself, but that could only mean one thing. The second part of Summer Plum Hall. Summer Rainy Hall, second half. Oh, I see. Undertale is Toby Fox, is that right? Yeah, exactly. Nah, totally understandable, man. Totally understandable. Okay. And obviously, Toby Fox is inspired a lot by Zun. Yeah. Okay. Hey, yo, we are entering our gamer arc, bro. Our gamer era. Bam, clatter, bam. Hey, what happened? This is one strange thunderstorm. What wasn't strange was Marissa barging in, and her dripping wet isn't strange either. You say what happened and call those common summer evenings showers strange? Quit bluffing. The rain's only falling around this shop, and I haven't seen an even shower like this. And so we exchange our casual greetings. No use lying to Marissa, so I told her what happened up until now. Alright, I could probably make this drizzle clear up in a flash, but I guess it'd take rainbow off if I got in her way, so I'll leave it to her. Got you. Thank you. Yeah, soupy soup? Agreed. It's very true, man. It's very true. I love it, man. That's what, again, it's like with some kind of channel. But real talk, it's like we are a channel, you know? We have a different genre, different events for each day of the week. It's amazing, man. I love it. There's always something new happening. So I really appreciate y'all for this. If you sit down on merchandise with wet clothes, it'll be a problem, right? I know. But since I flew here, I'm really not that wet. And with the beside, the rain's only falling around your shop anyway. Marissa's now the towel and started drying itself. To me, she looks considerably drenched. Had the rain extended over a wider area than I thought, or was it that she waited outside the shop before coming in? Can't believe Marissa would act so docile given the incident before her. When Marissa decided she'd dried off enough, she planted herself on a pot that was for sale. So yeah, you gotta be the reason why this weird thing is happening around the shop. I really have no idea what you're talking about. I had an idea, but I couldn't tell Marissa. There's the rain falling around the shop right now. In Japanese, rain has the same pronunciation as heaven. Oh, and the rain is falling solely on the shop, all is under heaven. In other words, that means the ruling power is present. A little while back, I had tricked while negotiated a sword out Marissa. Oh no. He's being divinely smote. That was no average sword. That was a sword of Kusanagi, by another name, the sword of the heavenly gathering of clouds. It holds the power to unite the land, no, even greater than that. As for this rain, I firmly believe it is an auspicious sign that the heavens had approved of me. Okay. I think manipulating the weather is a feat that normal yokai cannot accomplish. What are you grinning about? Thinking about this rain. Maybe it's the work of mischievous fairies around here. Huh? You think so? Can they make the rain fall that easily? Sure, is it hard? Always a few yokai who can manipulate the seasons. And they have a small range of effect too. Maybe someone prayed for the rain? The rain's only falling here. Huh? Don't you ignore me. I feel that I've already unified all under heaven, but I have to make sure Marissa doesn't suspect me of anything. It'd be a bad idea to give away the secret of the sword I received from her. Marissa kept fidgeting and worriedly looking out the window. Seems like something concerned about the downpour. Maybe Raymond will fail, give up and come back? Oh, that's not like you to wish failure upon others. What are you talking about? I came here just because I was bored. And now there's something I can do to kill time right in front of me. You want me to just wait around? In that case, should I ask you to investigate this matter too? I don't mind if you both do it. I don't want to get soaking wet again. Really, you are so selfish, Marissa. I'm the one in a pinch, and I'd be grateful if someone could help me investigate, but I wouldn't very well shout at her. Both Raymond and Marissa seem to only want to help kill time anyway. Flash, rumble. Whoa, what's with the lightning? That sounded way too close. Since the rain is falling only around the shop, then it's a given that lightning is also nearby. However, out of that great thunderclap, the rain suddenly ceased. The sound of the waterfall, like downpour, faded and became silent in an instant. I thought at first the loudest of the thunder had damaged my ears, but due to Marissa's constant rambling, the shop immediately became noisy again. Oh, it stopped raining. Looks like she did it, huh? Of course, I was wondering what might have happened to her since this maelstrom started. If it were me, I would have solved it more smart-like. Marissa had calmed down again. Outside summer. I love this writing. I love this, the way it's written out, man. The Kakuma is great. Outside, the summer had returned with its intense sunlight, and inside of the shop returned to its seasonal darkness. Not a cloud in the sky could be seen from the window. Looking at it, you could never have guessed that it was raining just a moment ago. I couldn't believe it either. Knock, knock. Ew, it's over. Honestly, since you made me do this kind of job, I hope you at least have some tea ready. Oh, no, Marisa's here. Koden made you do all this, but he hasn't made any tea at all. Only some for himself. Come on, Marisa. I started preparing the tea in a hurry. And Marisa said, it's about time, so let's have lunch. What you're trying to say is... What, you're trying to say I took too long? I don't mind if you're offering to cook. You did take too long, but whatever, I'll handle it. What are you going to have again? It's my house, you know. Oh well, I guess I'll let it slide this time. Marisa volunteered all on her own, but really, what ingredients were there? Because the rain, I've been in seclusion for a while, so I doubt there's anything fresh. I'm sure Marisa will manage to make something. She's always bringing ingredients here, so I don't keep much anyway. But now I gave my thanks to Reimu and handed her a new towel. And Reimu immediately started drying her hair, hurrying me by asking, and the tea? Alright, be patient, I'm making it now. So what was the code behind our strange fox's wedding? Oh well, it was only a rainy season. It was only a rainy season fairy that started living in your attic. Oh, I threatened it a little and it ran off. Man, I don't really know why the rain got heavier midway though. Maybe someone interfered with it? A rainy season fairy? A fairy that mischievously lengthens the rainy season just like you. What are you talking about? I can't make rain fall. I'm talking about your name. Ah, long rain, right? I wasn't given my name for that particular meaning, so then what? What was it about that fairy? Since your place is covered in mildew, it got comfortable and settled down. It liked the mildew. It'll help if you clean up the shop thoroughly once in a while. You never know when something like that might settle in again. Ah, thanks for the tea. Fresh green tea. The outside was awash with overly brilliant greenery and dazzling light. Not subtle in the least. The rain was now like a magnificent sprinkling and carried a cool, welcoming wind to the dark interior. From the back of the shop, I can hear Marisa's voice. It seemed that she's managed to prepare something. Oh, okay. It's hopeless, Corin. A bunch of your ingredients are all moldy. You gotta be more careful when it rains for a long time. I didn't have much of a choice, so today is miso soup with pickled veggies for the main dish. No complaints out of you now. So it's just mold and mildew. I guess my sovereignty was still a distant dream. I thought while gazing at the store that decorated the inside of my store. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. And the next one will be Red Spider Lilies of Muenzuka. Thank you so much, Krim. Appreciate you big time, man. Thank you for going out of your way to get me the text for this as well. Thank you, thank you. A lot of fun. Curiosities of Lotus Asia. Love to see everything from from someone else's perspective, man. From Rinovsky's perspective. It was great. Really enjoyed this read along, man. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. Woo! Sorry, my voice is a bit... Becco from the dryness, man. The air is so dry right now. Thank you, thank you. All right. And now, let's refresh. Let's get on to the... You can't hear a difference? Yeah, it's more that I can feel it, right? All right. Oh, Krim, what's up? My voice just feels very hoarse right now. Maybe my mic EQ is doing more carrying it. Right. Oh, how relevant. Let's go. Oh shoot, yo! I told Beth I encountered someone cosplay my art. Yo, look at that, Crib. Love that, dude. What the heck? You posted about it. So, oh wow, what the heck? Dude, that's amazing. Zekrom, you cheeky bugger. Dude, very cool, man. Very, very cool. Oh, nice, nice. That is the dream, exactly. I love that, man. Love that. I hope you had fun. I mean, I'm sure you had fun, man. Damn, that is awesome. I hope we get to watch the, you know, the commentary that you did as well, man. I hope the local VOD version gets uploaded at some point. All right, guys. Oop, not that. Here we go. Alrighty. Now time for M1 Grand Prix. Tay and Corin, yeah? Okay, this is gonna be good. Touhou M-1 Grand Prix. だだだだだだ。
どうもこんにちは。実は私なんですけどね。よろしくお願いします。はい。しかし客席近いですね。ねえ。目の前ですよ、お客さん。ねえ。これだけ近いんだったら、一歩出たらすごい近いんじゃないですか？ちょっと出てみましょう。ああ、そうですか。何これ？何これ？すごい近い。
出てみて。
私も？何これ？
私も。
Perfect timing. Oh my god, what the heck?
何言ってんの？
変わってるっていう話なんですけどね。でもテイコーリンです。よろしくお願いします。
はい、お願いします。
いやー、しかしあなた自ら漫才ってどういう風の吹き回しですか？
まあそれは主人公は誰しも魅力ですよ。
あれも26話で終わったし。
まあそうですね。
Hey, I'm just saying, man.
お師匠様の紹介だから割り切ってあげるけど、じゃあまず指名料。
指名料？
これもらわないとね。
取るんだ。いくら
？100巻も。
高っ。じゃあ後で払います。
I love his drip, bro. It looks pretty cool.
終わった後は冷めるんでしょ？男ってそうなんでしょ？
何言ってんですか一体。
早く100巻も私とやりたいんでしょ？
じゃあ100巻も。
テイコーリンです。
テンション上がったな。威力抜群やな100巻も。
Thank you, thank
コ
you.
ーリンドさん、優勝目指して頑張りましょう。
はい、頑張りましょうね。でもね。
こんな私ですけどね、これから何かお仕事しようと思ってましてね。
お仕事ですか？なるほどなるほど。でもいろんな仕事がありますよ。
そうですね。あなたみたいに道具屋さんとか、し
あ
かも24時間。
あ、コンビニスタイル。まあでも道具屋も大変ですよ。
道具屋なんか楽そうじゃないですか、あんなもんね。
そんなことないですよ。
あんただっていつもぼーっとしてるでしょ、高林堂で。
そんなことはない。失礼な。
いやー
Oh my god.
何を温めるんですか？
チルの。
温めたらダメ。そんな。しかもなんでチルのが売ってんの？
ね
ダメですよ。
いやでもな、仕事とか覚えるの簡単そう。
いやいや大変ですって。
レジとかでしょ？めっ
Uh
ち
huh.
ゃ簡単じゃないですか。
いやそんなことはない。
いらっしゃいませ。はい、6問、20問、
なんでパスカルの計算機？
15問。
そんなの駄菓子屋にも置いてないよ。
お待たせしました。50関門になります。
間違ってるじゃん。
何？
計41問。
50関門になります。
41問だって。
いや、延長もうタイムオーバー。
いやもう100巻も使い切った。
延長料、私とあんなことやこう
Oh
いうこと
my
やりたいんでしょ？
足元見やがってこいつ。
早く。
じゃあ100巻門から。めっちゃテンション上がった。
100関門からお預かりします。
はい。弱いな。レジで残機減らす人初めて見た。
お待たせしました。お返しが10関門になります。
いやだから違うって。お次50巻門。
Gaki bunny.
こいつはダメだ。いやでもおかしいでしょ。
何が？
そんな古いレジは幻想郷で言うと今時置いてないですよ。
マジで？
私の店でもバーコードですよ。早いし正確です。
Oh, barcodes.
それならなおさら簡単じゃん。
まあパスカルの計算機よりはね。
いらっしゃいませ。
Oh, Sakia.
ワイングラス、入浴剤、昨夜のここにも。
ほらど
No.
こフィットしてんの？
バスト83センチです。
出る
Oh my god.
なんで出るんだ今の。
確かに正確だ。
私んだ。いやいや失礼じゃんそんなの。
でもこんな感じでしょ？簡単。道具屋とかも。
いやいや昼間とか大変ですよ。人間やら妖怪やらいっぱい買いに来るんですから。
いや大丈夫。私がやりたいのは昼間とか忙しい時間じゃなくて夜中の深夜。
ああ夜中ね。
こんなんもっと暇でしょ？
いやいやお客さんは少ないかもしれないですよ。ただほら代わりに
何？
強盗とか来たらどうするんですかあなた。
そんなの全然怖くないもんな。
いやいやあなたビビリじゃないですか。
誰がネズミ男だ。
いやそれビビビだろ。しかも興味ダジャレて。
キャラ一部かぶってるけどさ、言い過ぎじゃね？
違うビビりますあなた。
ビビらない。
ビビります。
ビビらないって。
ビビります。
絶対ビビらない。
よしじゃあ私強盗やろう。
じゃあ私ネズミ男やってやるよ。
いや関係ないじゃん。猫娘。ネズミ男でもねえし。何がじゃなくて強盗と猫娘で何やる？
なんや。
違う道具屋の店員をやんなさい。
店員やればいいんだ。
私強盗。
じゃあ店員やるよ。じゃあはい50関門。
なんで？
やりたいんでしょ？
Oh my god.
待てコント入るのに有料とか聞いたことないよ。
早くもう帰るよ。
あんたの店員の練習になんで俺が金もらうんだよ。
早く。
はい5時間も切り替え早っ。プロやなこいつ。
よーしここは店番がウサギ1匹だ。ここで強盗してやるよ。
あ、閉店です。
あまた来ます。おい
Mm.
おい
なんや。
あんたここ24時間の動画だろ。
今日は乗らないんだよ。
気分で営業するなら24時間開けてください。
はいわかった。いらっしゃいませ。
よーし誰もいない。
うーん。
おいおいおいおい
リリーのぬいぐるみ？
頼んでねえよ。金出せこら。
このぬいぐるみのカラーはホワイト、ブ ラックヒーリングがありますが。
ヒーリングってなんだよお前。ヒーリングを見てみたいよ。金出せっつってんだろうがほら。
金出せとって強盗じゃないんですから。
強盗だよ。
強盗なんですか？
見ろよこのスペルカード。
スターブブレイクブレイク。
金出せ金出せこら。レジの中から。
ちょっとあったかな。
お前のじゃねえよ。
はい240貫も。
俺の金だよ。レジの中早くしろほら。
今おにぎり温めてます。
それレンジの中じゃん。ダジャレはやめろって。レジの中。
はい待ってください。
一瞬じゃねえ。一つの漫才で泣き死んでんだお前。バカにしてるだろ。
そんなとんでもありません。
レジの金出せっつってんだろうがほら。
こら
いくらあるってあるだけよこせこら。一銭か出せ。早くしろほら。
1、2、3、4、5、6。
間違えたって10ぐらい数えろよ。
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。間違えた。
合ってたじゃん。10合ってた今。
どうしよう。
猫娘関係ねえよ。早くしろほら。
待ってください。1、2、3、4、5。
どうしたんだ。なんで止まった。なんで止まるんだよ。
Amazing.
ムカつくこいつ。
10枚しかないです。
それでいいよ。早くしろほら。
何か入れますか？
袋に入れろほら。
はい、温めますか？
温めね
チルのつけますか？
えよ。いらねえよ。
じゃあリリー4つつけときます。
4つはいらねえよ。
どうもありがとうございました。
Oh my god.
おい。何見てんの。
こっち来てこっち来て。
何なの。チーンって違うよ。
Oh my god.
全然対応できてないよあんた。
いやでも新しい仕事を見つけました。
何ですか。
コーリンから財産を踏んだくる仕事。
いい加減にしろ。どうもありがとうございました。
皆さんグッドボタンチャンネル
Incredible.
登録よろしくお願いします。
Oh, these end so quickly, man. That was so well. He didn't even say. He's gotten used to our antics, man. Oh my god, beautiful. I didn't know Tay was such a gaki, bro. God damn. Okay. All right. No, great deal with Rinoski being the straight man. All right, Touhou the movie. All right, Zekrom, what have you found? What have you cooked?
おはようございますマリサ。あのクソ魔女が醜い老婆呼ばわりした報いでお礼。
Oh my god.
操作に戻らねばならない。軍の助けが必要だ。ファンタジーシール。
Hey, food is not included in the package.
Okay, Universal, nice. Touhou Project the movie. Okay, got you.
誰ですか？ヨレイム。
2008. All right. Touhou the movie trailer 2. Universal, sure.
また明日、マリサ。はい、こんばんは。おはよう、レイム。
Oh my god. Wow. Bro, this is incredible, man. Oh my god.
I don't know if it's been so good.
Ay, man.
Hop on the flight.
飛べるのに、なんでこの鉄の箱で移動してるの？
Is that Tommy Lee Jones? Is it? Oh my god. Right. My god, it's been a while.
そろそろレイユメとマリサを連れ戻すべき時ではないで。いいえ、そうですか。
Incredible. Oh, Nokia phone. Oh, wait, are we, is it thing now? Oh, it's switched now. Oh, shoot. I thought it was on more. Ah, so it's switched now. Okay, lovely. All right. Incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. God damn. No, it's okay. It's okay. We'll do it on Twitch. Lovely. Nokia theme. Oh, I see. Alright, music section now. Lovely. Alright, guys, thank you very much for coming today. I appreciate you massively. A lot of fun there. Oh my god. Beautiful stuff, man. Beautiful stuff. We are now going on to Twitch. I probably will just go to the toilet real quick and then we'll start. So hopefully it shouldn't be too long, but I'll see you guys there. As always, the goal is still open as well. So if anything comes in, if there's any clips, we'll add it at the end or at the beginning if it comes in before I start. Any music, we'll add it at appropriate places. But alright, guys, Shabir from Velo City. I will see you in a few minutes. Otsu. See you in a bit, guys. Bye-bye. Peace.